Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. I am at the gym. I am going to be doing week 4, day 2 of my running program. So as I mentioned before, that's 2.5 minutes running, 30 seconds of walking. It's, I think that's repeated 6 times. So what I'm going to focus on today is trying to only, instead of taking that extended walking period in the middle, I'll modify the speed if I notice I'm getting tired. So I'll slow down my run instead of walking more. I'm going to see if I can maintain those interval times and just modify the speed so that I can maintain my level of exertion. It was a little warm in the gym, and even with the treadmill fan going, it was pretty warm. And my leggings, which I wore my muscle leggings today, my legs are pretty sore from the workout yesterday, so I figured might as well show off the muscles. They're a little sore. I popped a Tylenol or an Advil and then came to the gym. But yeah, it went well. I did what I planned to. I didn't do any extra walking, and I still finished the way I normally do at the end by, instead of walking on my cool down, I just keep running. What I did do different is I was planning on doing 5 miles an hour for my running, and then if I need to slow down, I'll go down to 4. I went to 4.5 instead, just to try to keep pushing myself. Even though 4 miles an hour still is an easy jog for me, I don't want it to be easy. Because if it's easy, you're not improving. So I did 4.5 miles an hour, and then if I had to, I would go down to 4 before walking, and the walking interval. On my cool down, on the very last interval, I did 5 miles an hour as long as I could. Tried to do it throughout the whole interval. Then I went down to 4.5 miles an hour, and I did my my cool down at 4.5 miles an hour, pretty much for the whole 5.5 minutes that I would be doing that speed. The last minute, I bumped it back up to 5 miles an hour again, because I noticed I was going to be just shy of that 2 miles at 28 minutes. And so I got 2 miles in 28 minutes and 13 seconds. So, big difference. But I 2 miles, that's always my goal, is to at least hit 2 miles as close to 28 as I can. I tried bumping it up to 6 miles an hour really quickly, but then I gagged. So I popped it down to 5 again, and I still got my 2 miles. And I don't think the 6 miles an hour was necessary, because I didn't last very long at 6. And that was dumb. I knew it wasn't going to work out very well, because I was already pretty tired, and anytime you push yourself even more at that point, you risk throwing up. And yeah, my body just protested, and I went back down to 5 miles an hour, and then I finished my run, got my 2 miles, and I stopped. I recorded it on my Strava, and then I did a 3-minute walk, or a 2-minute walk, just to top it up to 30 minutes, and that was my cool down. Yeah, it was a good run. Like I said, it was warm, so I was just dripping sweat at the end. My shirt's pretty gross. I am in dire need of a shower. At least I assume I am. I can't smell myself. So I'm gonna get going. Bye.
Hey guys, so I'm just decided that I was gonna go on my treadmill for a while. So I found out last week that 4 laps on the display, which is let's see if I can turn this around. No, it doesn't let me. Anyway, 4 laps on the display is about a mile. So it's gonna take 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go for a mile. It's not that long. I didn't think I was gonna get it done today, but I decided to do it anyway. So here I go. See you guys later.
Happy Monday. It is cold and rainy, and I'm tired, and I'm at the gym. I'm going to do week 4, day 3 of my Couch to 5K. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So the plan earlier this weekend I had was I was going to run 10K today, the 10K race I did last year is scheduled for June 10th. And so I'm trying to decide whether I'll do the 10K or the 5K. So what I was going to do is today I was going to actually like run through the actual course, because if they keep the same course, either way it's 10K. I was going to run through the actual course again today just to see what my base was. Last year when I did it, I had a cold, like a pretty bad cold. And so obviously that's really going to affect what my time was. So I wanted to see what like healthy Leah could do. And I didn't train very well for that race either. And I've been obviously doing a lot more training, focused on like 5K times, but I can still translate that into 10K speeds if I want to. But yeah, I've been doing a lot more training this winter, and I wanted to see, but it's rainy, it's freezing, and I kind of realized it worked out for the best because my legs are still pretty like tired from weight training on Friday. I really pushed on Friday, and my legs are still like, yesterday was the worst and now we're starting to get better, but I would prefer to do a test run, like literally a test run on fresh legs. I want to be healthy and have fresh legs so I can see what my base is, and then I'll figure out whether I feel comfortable signing up for the 10K or whether I'll just like keep on my 5K training and sign up for the 5K. Yeah, that's the plan. Is Thursday, I think after work, I will run the course and I'll see how I do. That way I'll have my 2 rest days where my legs can recoup. I'm going to run today and just take it easy for the next couple days, and keep in mind that I'm going to be doing 10K, 6.2 miles, and that'll be fun. It'll be really nice because I haven't run much outside this year. Thursday's supposed to be beautiful. It's not supposed to be really hot, but it is going to be warm, so I won't need a sweater. I think I'm going to do a running gear video just to show you everything like I have, because I've been running for a couple years now, and in that, like, you don't need much to run. You need shoes and road. But as you get going, you start accumulating things that make it a lot easier. So I do have a hydration belt. I have my favorite hydration supplements and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to get into the gym and I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, run complete. I am home. I did it. I finished strong. I got my 2 miles. I even maintained the 5 mile an hour pace for the first 4 intervals. The 5th interval, I went down to 4.5 miles for the second half, and then on the 6th interval, I held the 5 mile an hour pace, and then I did the walking part because it's 30-second walking intervals in between. I did the walking part for 4.5 miles an hour, and then I maintained that for about 3 minutes of the cool down, and then I did 4 miles an hour for like a minute-ish. Noticed I was getting dangerously close to not getting my 2 miles, and then I bumped it up to 4.5 miles an hour, and then I finished at 5 miles an hour. So, like I said before, like, I don't treat the cool downs in the app as a cool down because I can easily just cool down off the treadmill later. So yeah, I just use the cool down as like bonus time to just run however I feel, and I usually get like this mental burst of energy to like keep going, because once I see a goal and I'm like that close to getting it, I get that little burst of like self-competitive energy, and then I run however I can to get that. Yeah, it's still raining. I think it's supposed to be raining all day. Thursday, I'm going to go for my 2 mile run. That's not going to be in this video. That'll be in the next video. So you'll find out how that works out probably this weekend. And yeah, that's about it.
Hey guys, so I run errands today. I go to work tomorrow, so I got to make sure that I have groceries for work. And I picked up a cake for my cousin for her mom.
And I'm gonna go on the treadmill right away. I'm just gonna change and go on the treadmill, and then I go back to work. But I will be going on a road trip next week. I leave on Monday. I'll be back on Thursday. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go on the treadmill. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. Being active. Yay! Okay, bye.
So I've hit a bit of a, I don't know, a snafu, we'll call it. The race that I want to sign up for on June 8th, I believe it is, or I have until June 8th, and the race is on June 10th. I have until June 8th to register online. But there was just an update that if you want one of the event shirts, you only have till the 16th, I believe it was, to register online. So that really cuts down on how quickly I need to figure out whether or not I'm going to go for the 10K or stick with the 5K. I don't know. Like, either way, I know I'm going to be the last one across the finish line at the 10K, but do I want to do a 10K this year? So the weather is crap again today. It's cold and rainy. I just finished my walk around the block. I was all bundled up. I had mitts and my umbrella and my coat and everything. So yeah, on Thursday, the weather should be nice. I'm going to go for a 10K run. I'm going to see how I feel. And I have until sometime next week to make a decision. And yeah, I really want one of the race shirts. Like, I have one from last year and they look pretty cool for this year. And damn it, I want a shirt. I want to collect them all. And yeah, it's just, I had the same anxiety last year as I did wait up until the last moment to sign up for that 10K before the shirt cut off, because I wanted the shirt and I wasn't sure which one I was going to do. So it's probably going to be just like, I'm probably going to sign up for the 10K just because. But it's just that commitment anxiety. I get really big commitment anxiety when it comes to like purchasing big things or making big decisions like this, where up until the moment I'm like freaking out, and then I do it and I'm like, all right, that's done. I'm most likely gonna sign up for the 10K. I just physically am worried about how I'm gonna do. And the funny thing is, I'm way more prepared this year than I was last year to go on a fun run. Because last year, I barely trained at all leading up to the race. And I've actually been doing, well, up to this point, 4 weeks of a training program. And I still have a couple more weeks to go before this actual race. So yeah, I'll do fine. I'm not going to do amazing. I don't expect to, but I'll do fine. It's just a lot of like worrying for anxiety's sake. So cool. They just released the highlight video of the race last year, and there were a bunch of people with drones flying around and recording the race. And so I'm going to put that link in the little eye thing. And you can watch it if you feel like. And Leah sightings are at 13 seconds. I'm at the back of the pack at the start of the race. And then you'll see me crossing a bridge at 30 seconds. And then running down a trail at 1 minute 41 seconds. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a good race. It brought back good memories. And so yeah, I am going to do the 10K. That just cemented it. That video couldn't have come at a better time. Happy Wednesday. It is cold today, but at least it's not snowing like it was yesterday morning. Welcome to Canada. Yeah, it is weigh-in Wednesday, so this is the first weigh-in Wednesday that I haven't weighed in. Yeah, it wasn't as weird as it had been throughout the rest of the week, like other days. Because, yeah, I just realized how often I tend to just stand on the scale for curiosity's sake. I really thought I was only standing on the scale maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, but it turns out I still, out of curiosity, stand on the scale almost every other day. Like after a workout, I'll stand on the scale just out of like, how much did I sweat? After the day after a weightlifting day, I'll stand on scale. How swollen are my muscles, and how much water retention do I have? Like I've just never realized how often I do it. And yeah, so hopefully this will, I don't know. I don't know whether or not it's been bad things I step on the scale, because I haven't been letting it get to me mentally, but I think it's a good break to practice anyways, not stepping on the scale at all. So yes, weigh-in Wednesday, haven't weighed in. It is a buffet day at work, which means I have to bring my own lunch if I don't want to eat off the buffet, because it's a lot of deep fried food, and as we know, I'm trying to avoid deep fried food except for like once a week right now. And so I have my Shakeology, I have a vanilla Shakeology, and then I also have 40 grams of frozen strawberries and frozen blueberries to help not only keep my almond milk cold, but I also like the extra fiber and something to chew. So yeah, I gotta get inside because I work in a couple minutes. So bye. Hi, just out for my walk. It's Wednesday, and I figured I'd come to the tourist bureau, do a little Pokemon hunting, go to the, where is he? Over there, the Pokestop, and yeah, just get my my 7K for the day. I have about 20 minutes before I should be home, and it only takes like 10 minutes to walk from here. So yeah, once I get home, I'm gonna lay out my basically my training plan for the 10K that's on June 10th, because I kind of realized while I was walking I don't need to run 10K tomorrow, but I should run at least 6 or 7. Although it doesn't sound like, it seems odd, but you don't have to reach the goal distance before the actual goal race, especially with such a short amount of time to prepare. It's better if you don't and you just like stagger your way up. So I'm going to do like 6 or 7K this week, 8K next week, maybe 9K week after that, and just slowly build my way up to the 10K, and then do the final 10K on June 10th. I have to look at the dates and see what I'm working with, and especially since this week is my last week of work and then I have a bunch of vacation time, I'm gonna have more time to play around with, and I'm gonna like try to factor in that as well. So it would be nice to maybe even get 4 runs in a week. I'm gonna have to cut back on the weightlifting just a bit. I can still do it, but I want to make sure that I don't accidentally do anything really heavy and leave myself with really sore, tired legs at like day after leg day jokes where it's like stairs are impossible and sitting is impossible. I really can't afford to do that right now, especially when I need to make sure that I can get in my miles and get in my my endurance working up. So yeah, this is pretty much where I'm going to leave you. It's a beautiful day. I'm at the museum, and then there's the campgrounds back there. I hope you all have been having a good week. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. If you want, ring the little bell. I've never actually said that before, but apparently a lot of people can get missed notifications for videos. It's happened to me with some of the people I follow, where it'll be in my recommended videos, and then I'll realize that I'll scroll through and the video's not actually there, but if I go to their channel, it says it's there. So if you have channels that you really want to keep track of, don't forget to hit the bell on theirs as well, because you never know when YouTube's gonna decide not to tell you that someone's uploaded a video. So I gotta finish my walk. Have a great day. Bye.